All right, I think Rhymesayers in the house. We got atmosphere in the background. We got Prof. How you doing, brother?
I'm in the foreground, just doing my best.
In the shrubbery, don't get lost.
I'm here.
Okay, man.
I'm not going nowhere.
I love it. I love it. So you came up doing your own thing, had your own label. You know, to talk about that. I know you got your own studio and all that. Why is it important to kind of, you know, be in control of your own destiny as you can, and then add some players to the mix?
I don't know why it's important or not. That's just all I know. Yeah. That's the only way I could do it. So I don't know. If I was in New York and I got signed to a major label, maybe I'd do that. But I have no idea what that's about. So I don't even know the slightest clue where to start on that. But I know my friends, and I know I could make a label, and I know I could buy a microphone and record. Yeah. I know I could throw a show and get some fans, and so that's how it started. You know, that's how we continue.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I know as you've joined forces with Rhymesayers, what do they add to the mix? What are they doing to do what you couldn't do on your own?
They add the good looks, the chiseled jawline, the sexual experience.
There you go.
So the swag. Experience, you know, at that time, you know.
1 + 1 = 3, man, when you find the right partner, right?
Yeah, basically, you know, on Stop House, on my label that we made, we did a lot of really good work, sold out a lot of really big shows, and toured the Midwest pretty heavily and got out West a couple times, but in terms of nationwide touring and everything, going out with Slug, you know, and Atmosphere, and seeing how that's done was a big step, just to show the professionalism and how that works. And what it takes, the sacrifices it takes to make a living off of this. So, yeah.
Now, when you were coming up wanting to do this, who really inspired you the most? Who kind of laid the blueprint for you to say, man, I'm going to give it a shot?
Milli Vanilli.
Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla Ice. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. I don't know what inspired me. I've always been an artist. I've always drew shit. I've always smelled the flowers. I've stopped to like look at everything and take it in and be appreciative. So I don't know where it came from, but I just needed to be, I was kind of a class clown, and I needed to be heard, and I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. So there's tons of shit going on. My mom was listening to Van Morrison. I love that shit. My brother was listening to Goody Mob, Soul Food. So I listened to that shit, you know. So it came from all angles. So
yeah. Little pieces in the stew.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, obviously coming from Minneapolis, selling out First Ave, the main room, that's a big thing. Talk about, you know, the history of that place and being able to pack the room.
Well, the history of the place kind of starts with Prince, Purple Rain. I mean, what that dude did for our city is monumental. I don't even want to talk about it. Like he's the only reason why a lot of us are even think we have a voice. You know, a flyover town to be able to raise our voice and say something as an artist. Like artists are supposed to only be from, you know, New York or LA. You know, but Minneapolis is crazy busy and popping because this dude's movement. And yeah, we're working as hard as we can to even match half of what he's ever done on a Saturday, you know?
Yeah. We'll talk about it. I know it was a tragic loss for us all, totally unexpected, because we know the guy wasn't a partier, not a drug taker, not a drinker.
He was a drug taker.
Well, obviously he had a little prescription there, but you know, nobody saw that coming. Talk about the shock and the loss, but why we should be really reveling in the legacy.
When I heard about it, I was on the road on tour, supporting my album on the East Coast or something, and I just wanted to drive home, like what was going on, and the pictures I was seeing of my city, blocking off all the roads downtown. People were partying till the police let the parties go till 7, 8, 10 a.m. when, you know, it's different being from Minnesota, you know, like everybody can mourn him, but like Minnesota wasn't shit without him. He was our ace in the hole.
He stayed on his back.
He was our guy. So it was a surprise. Prescription drugs is a fucking problem, you know, because it's not drugs. Like if your doctor gave it to you, you know, like Prince didn't even let people swear in his presence. You know, he wasn't.
I heard a figure that was like there's 47 people a day that die from prescription drugs.
Yeah. And I've had back surgery and knee surgery. They give me opioids, and I fucking love them. and I'm trying to say whatever I can to get more. You know what I mean? But thank God I fucking ran out. You know, and I won't ask. You know, I don't want to beg for more, and it's getting tighter and tighter, which it should be. That shit is evil. It's heroin. You know, and it's smoke some weed instead, man. Blazing glory, like.
Absolutely. Let's take some natural shrubs in the background here.
Yeah, completely.
And roll it up. Yeah, no question. Now, talk about the album Liability and what you feel you accomplished the most with that.
I feel Liability was my first record where I know that I can't get any better. The time I spent on that and what I did and what I said, I know I can't get any better. I'll change and my views will get different, and I hope that I'll be the shit and have new ideas and be great. But that was the first record where I was like, I'm not going to be angry if I can't top this, you know. I might release another record that'll sell more records or whatever, but I'll always know that Liability was great, you know. I'll always know that was good. It took me a long time to make, a lot of sacrifices, and I'm happy it's done and out. Yeah.
I know you played on a lot of stages, a lot of festivals, but for those that haven't made it out to Minneapolis for Soundset, tell us why we need to get on that plane, train, or automobile.
I mean, I heard Soundset is the biggest rap festival in the world. It's like 35,000 just rap, and I performed there last week, and I took a 15-foot raft out, and I stood out into the crowd for 3-4 minutes and performed a full song in the middle of a sea of people, and it was gnarly as hell. Go Google Prof at Soundset on a raft, and it'll be the stupidest shit you've ever seen. It's a lot of fun. So Minneapolis is an incredible town. It's slept on, but we don't give a fuck because we have people coming to our shows and we're selling out. So we don't care if you know about it or not. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Well, obviously you found your path. You're you know, operating at a high level here. What advice do you have for those coming up? Because this younger generation seems they want the shortcut. They want to click the mouse and be in the champagne shower. You know, what does it take, and what do you instill in them to get them on the right course to begin with?
I don't know if you'll like my answer, man. I would tell them don't even fucking try. I mean, I think I'm the last rapper that actually had to do it like face to face and shit. If you can release something on SoundCloud that's a hit overnight, like, sure, try it, I guess. But the sacrifices that I've made are so crazy. I don't know if I would do this again. Like, to start off, actually, I know for sure right now if I had to start all over again, I know for sure I wouldn't do that shit. But, you know, I put in a lot of work over the past decade, and I've broken bones and gotten fights and bled and cried over this shit. And so it was worth it. I wouldn't have it any other way. But 99.9% of you motherfuckers will not make a living. And that's even more rare than a sports team or a football. A football squad has like 100 players on it, and they all get paid. Like, being a professional rapper, really, that's even a lot more scarce. And you can find your way into business, but it's so cutthroat and difficult and bullshitty. The hate you get online, it's such a hard road. And the people, the youngins who maybe do pop off right away and find that fame right away, I see them all go right back down and drown and stop making that money. That one song that they produced, they didn't follow up with that hit, and now they're fucking addicted to drugs. And it is so cutthroat and horrible. It's one of the toughest games I've ever played.
Yeah. Now you got a team with William Morris and Denver behind you?
William Morris? Are they out of, I don't know where they, I think New York, LA, and Denver. Maybe they got offices everywhere. I don't know.
But they're a part of the team?
Yeah, they are. That was one of the good perks to signing with Rhymesayers that got me signed on William Morris, and I've been touring ever since.
Wow. Makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as far as the next chapter, you know, what do you look forward to that you haven't done in music? What's on the bucket list?
I don't know, man. I don't.
Just keep growing.
I have goals and stuff I look forward to, and I want to progress. But I don't. When I just want to make art. If I hear a new song that inspires me, that's new for me, and I'll try that, and I would love to do that. And so, that's new. It might sound lame, but I might like a new song, and I might like to write to a new song and release it again, and have new music, and bigger shows, whatever. You know?
Reach more people.
Yeah, reach more people. Any rapper that tells you that they don't want to blow up is bullshitting, because if you're a rapper and you jump on stage, you're a fucking narcissist. Let's just be honest. You want to be heard. You're jumping up in front of everybody. Same with priests and preachers.
You want to hear that crowd.
They're rappers, yeah. You want people. You want enthusiasm, and you want people to. I don't know the right word, but you want respect.
Go crazy.
Yeah, yeah, and you want people to grovel at your feet. But it is what it is, and I want a little bit of that.
Yeah. Well, Prof, it's always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for the music you've given us, man. Can't wait for the next chapter.
Dude.
Please keep doing it.
Yeah.